There's a moment in every person's life, maybe it's now, maybe it's coming, when you have to make a choice. You stand at a crossroads between the life you've been told you should live and the one you were born to create. It's a choice so powerful that it can change everything. A choice that comes not from the world around you, but from within. It's the choice to believe in your own power, your own potential, to choose to be unstoppable. You've heard the voices of doubt before. Maybe it's your own voice, questioning whether you're good enough. Maybe it's the voices of others, telling you to play it safe, to follow the crowd, to stay in the comfortable mediocrity that has been handed to you. But let me tell you something, the only limits you have are the ones you place on yourself. Success isn't reserved for the chosen few. It's built by those who refuse to accept the status quo, who rise above their circumstances, who push through when the rest of the world gives up. In the face of adversity, when you feel the world pressing down on you, that's when belief becomes the most powerful force in your life. When your back is against the wall, when the dream feels too big, when the odds are stacked high and the road is long, belief is the fuel that will keep you moving forward. It starts with the belief that you are capable, that you are worthy of the success you desire, but most importantly, that you are the architect of your own fate. This is not a motivational speech to make you feel good for a few minutes and then slip back into your old ways. No, this is a declaration of war against the voices that try to stop you. This is a battle cry to silence the doubt, to crush the fears, to stand up and say, "I will not be held back." Think about the greatest success stories. Think about Edison, whose relentless belief in his ideas led to the invention of the light bulb after thousands of failures. Imagine Disney, whose dreams were once mocked by the very people who said his ideas were too big, too impossible. Yet he built an empire on imagination and unyielding belief. And then there's Lincoln, a man who endured failure after failure, but never let those failures define him. He believed in a vision that was bigger than any of his struggles. It's no different for you. The world doesn't care if you've stumbled. It doesn't care about your past. It doesn't care about your failures. What matters is the fire in your heart. What matters is the belief that no matter what, you can rise again. You can transform. You can become the person who shapes their own destiny. But let's be clear. This belief, it's not a passive hope. It's not just wishing for things to fall into place. It's an active, relentless force that drives you to take action, even when it seems impossible. This is where clarity comes in. You can't go anywhere if you don't know where you're headed. You can't build a future if you're not clear on what that future looks like. Clarity is the compass that guides you through the storm. Without it, you'll wander aimlessly, caught up in the distractions, the noise and the confusion that the world throws your way. But with clarity, you're able to cut through the chaos, to focus on the things that truly matter, and to steer yourself toward your goals with unwavering precision. When you look at the greats, people like Steve Jobs, who had a vision of a world where technology wasn't just functional, but a part of everyday life. You see that clarity was everything. Jobs didn't just want to create a phone. He wanted to create a device that would revolutionize how we communicate. His vision was crystal clear, and that clarity guided him through the toughest moments, the impossible decisions, and the naysayers who said he couldn't do it. You need that kind of clarity. It's what will fuel your drive and give your actions purpose. Once you're clear about where you're going, you'll be amazed at how quickly you can start taking the steps necessary to get there. But belief and clarity alone won't make you unstoppable. You need something more. Discipline. Discipline is the muscle that turns belief into reality. It's the daily commitment to showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's doing the work when no one is watching. It's the small, seemingly insignificant actions that add up to massive results. Most people fail not because they lack potential, but because they lack discipline. They want the outcome, but they aren't willing to put in the effort. They want the success, but they're not ready to pay the price. Discipline isn't glamorous. It's the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices. It's saying no to temporary pleasures in exchange for long-term success. It's pushing through when your body is tired, when your mind wants to quit, when the road is too tough to keep going. But here's the thing. Discipline doesn't have to be a burden. In fact, it becomes a source of empowerment. When you commit to the process, when you embrace the daily grind, you'll find strength in the consistency. And each small victory will propel you toward the bigger goals. And that's the beauty of the journey. It's not just about the destination. It's about the person you become along the way. You see, success isn't a moment. It's a mindset. It's not a place you arrive at. It's the person you transform into in the pursuit of your vision. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, every setback you endure, each of these is an opportunity for growth. Resilience is the force that allows you to adapt, to keep going when everything else tells you to stop. It's the inner strength to bend but not break, to find a way even when the odds are against you. Look at Thomas Edison. He didn't invent the light bulb on his first try, or his second, or his 100th. He faced rejection, ridicule, and failure. But instead of seeing failure as an endpoint, he saw it as part of the process. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's resilience. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it. It's about adapting, adjusting, and coming back stronger. Every time you fall, you rise again, more capable, more focused, more ready to achieve your dreams. And through it all, you must remember the power of gratitude. Gratitude is the fuel that keeps you going when you're exhausted. It's the perspective that allows you to see the blessings in the midst of struggle, the lessons in the challenges, and the beauty in the journey. When you're grateful for the small wins, the progress, the people who support you, and even the setbacks, you open yourself up to more abundance. Gratitude is magnetic. It attracts more of the good you're grateful for. It keeps you grounded when the success starts rolling in, and it keeps you humble when you're standing at the peak. But none of this happens overnight. The process is long. The work is hard. There will be days when you wonder if it's all worth it. There will be days when the world tries to knock you down, when the dream feels too distant, when your faith wavers. But here's the truth. You are unstoppable. You were born to rise above. You were born to turn your dreams into reality. And no matter what happens, no matter how many times you fall, you will keep getting back up. You will believe. You will be clear. You will be disciplined. You will adapt. You will grow. And one day when you look back, you will see that all of it, the struggle, the sacrifice, the sweat, the tears, was worth it. because you became the person you were always meant to be. So stand tall, keep moving forward, and never ever stop believing. You are unstoppable.